Okay, so Tiger Woods, y'all. So, you guys ready to go? I know I am, so might as well, right? If I'm ready, well, I don't really, doesn't matter if you're ready. So here we go. It says, Bubba sells gold teeth as his main source of income. Each set of gold teeth sells for an average price of $150, while the variable cost per unit average as follows. So direct materials are $50, direct labor is $6, effective overheads $2, and of course some selling and administrative costs for them gold teeth apparently is $2 each, okay? It also says the fixed costs on average are $270,000. What is his break-even point in sales dollars? Okay, break-even point in sales dollars. Well, let's go ahead. But what we got to do first is do what? Well, we know the formula, again, that we're going to use a billion times is profit equals selling price times X minus variable cost per unit times X minus the fixed cost. Okay, selling price times X minus the variable cost per unit times X minus the fixed cost. Okay, but the problem is we don't have the variable cost per unit. Well, we can though. Right? We can say, okay, what is the variable cost per unit? We were giving them piece by piece by piece. But we can just say, well, it's 50 plus 6 plus 2 plus 2, right? In other words, we figured out the variable cost per unit is $60. Okay, the variable cost per unit is $60. Okay, so let's go through this. We go, okay, cool. So the profit we said is $0 equals the selling price, which you know is $150 a pop, right? The question tells us 150 times number of units minus 60, and again I'm going to slap on some dollars here. 60 times X, we just figured out the variable cost per unit are $60, okay? Minus the what? Good. The fixed costs, which we were told, are $270,000, okay? So we're like, all right, I got the formula. We feel pretty good there. Let's go. We'll swing the 270 over, right? So I'm going to add 270 to both sides. I'm going to kind of put in a couple steps together. To $270,000 equals what? What's 150 minus 60? Yep, that's $90 times X. So again, if we divide both sides by 90, guys, we divide both sides by 90, we get X equals 3,000. So that's the answer, right? No, careful, right? Don't forget in this equation, what is the value of X that we always get? X is the number of units. In other words, this guy has to sell 3,000 sets of gold teeth to break even. That's great, but that's not what the question's asking. We want to figure out what is the what? Break even point in sales dollars. In sales dollars. So you go, oh, okay, cool. Well, if each one of these sells for what? 150 a pop. It's got to be 3,000 times 150, right? 3,000 times $150, which gives you $450,000. Okay. Now, there is one little other nuance here just to point this out, right? Just because, again, I got to kind of kill 1,000 birds with but one stone. What is the shortcut formula? Okay. What is the shortcut formula? Good. The shortcut to get the break-even point in dollars, right? In dollars, is fixed costs over contribution margin ratio. Now that's not terribly relevant. Like, we can just do the long way and it gets the job done. You know what I mean? But to my way of thinking, just to show the other varieties, in case you guys may have to know this for a later part, let's see, CM ratio is what? Well, remember, the CM ratio is the contribution margin as a percent of the selling price. So if our variable cost is $60 and our selling price is $150, doesn't it make sense that the $150 selling price minus the $60 variable cost gives you $90? So it turns out that the contribution margin is $90. The selling price is $150. So the CM ratio is 90 divided by 150, right? So it turns out the CM ratio is 0.6. So now knowing that, we can say, okay, yes, the fixed cost, which is $270,000, divided by 0.6, 270,000 divided by 0.6, lo and behold, gives you $450,000. Okay? So I know you don't need that if you're cool with doing the long way, which in all honesty I typically do, but it's good to have that in your back pocket in case there comes about a question where you actually can't do it the long way and you are forced to do it this particular way. All right? So again, showing a little bit of variety, right? Showing a little bit of permutations. Let's do a couple more and I'll see you then. Take it easy. Tiger Woods, y'all.